Hi, everybody. It's Kim McGrath from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for March 1st through March 7th. And things are shifting. Finally, the energy will be lifting and we will be getting some relief. I have your stars and your cards for this week. I know that I've been doing some different things, but I do have our cards and crystal for the week. Talk about what's going on with the energies around us for the month of March and at least for this week. So before I get into the cards, I am going to post the opportunity for you to pick one of these cards. There are 5 of them, and that would be your main anchor card for the week. I like doing that on the weekly wisdom. And you could go ahead and pick these, and then I will give you the messages for these. And then, of course, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll give you the full channeled message on these cards. But I have a special for today because it is my familiar, Queen Missa, my cat. It is her 16th birthday, and many of you know that she picks a lot of these cards. And she hasn't been so much so during the winter, but last night as I was spreading these out, she came by and she selected these 2 special cards. So these will be numbers 1 and 2. And then we have 3, 4, 5. You could just pick the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll do a reveal. This particular deck is brand new. It is absolutely gorgeous. I will post a link in the blog so that you can purchase this through my affiliate and get a discount. It is Kyle Gray, who is like the Angel Master. It's Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards. So it's like a combination of like shamanistic type of cards. You know I'm a practicing shaman. Maybe you don't know. I love the animal symbolism in this deck. I think that's what attracted me. There are warriors in here. There are guardians in here. There are markers for when things are shifting and changing and what we need to do next. I love this. It's such a complex and yet simple deck. There are no numbers on the cards because there's no particular importance. It's just what's going on now, what direction am I going in? So I really love those. So for March, I always associate March with aquamarine. And it's funny because this is the card that came out. And if you could see, it's card number 7. Oh, maybe you can't see. There you go. And I have a really lovely aquamarine here. It's blue, it's icy, it's cool, but it's so soothing. It's great for the throat chakra. I love, love, love this. This is really a wonderful stone for Pisces season since our emotions tend to be high. It helps us to tap into our intuition. It helps us to speak our truth, our emotional truth through our voice. So it's a great throat chakra stone. This reminds me of my mom because her birthday is March 7th. And what's interesting, so the 7, and then she was a 16-degree Pisces, so the 16 nets to a 7. I kind of think that maybe this was like a little nudge from her to say that she is around, but I love this. And we'll be using this at least for the next 2 weeks through the Mercury retrograde. So here's the good news. This is for March 1st through the 7th. Mercury will go direct on March 9th, and that is next Monday. So we only have a week left, and we'll have a full moon in Virgo on that same day simultaneously. So I really feel that the energy is shifting. It's lifting. It will be fantastic. I did take some notes when I was talking to my guides this morning finally a shift in energy the last week of Mercury, so Mercury retrograde. What is really interesting is as of Friday, Mercury will be at 28 degrees Aquarius. That's where it's going to station before it goes direct. So lessons that we would have been learning somewhere around February 18th, things that came up from then till now, think back a couple of weeks, we will be revisiting that. For all of you who have reached out to me about how difficult this Mercury retrograde has been, trust me, you were not alone. This is probably one of the most difficult Mercury retrogrades that I have ever experienced. And I think in part because we're supposed to relax and retreat, rejuvenate, and take that time to slow things down. Yet the energies around us are quickening, and things are coming at us so fast, so quickly. We are a little bit overstimulated with all of the energies, and a lot of new opportunities have been showing up for people, and you don't want to say no. So we've been taking on a lot. Now remember, the retrograde started in Pisces, which is Mercury was in Pisces. The sun was in Aquarius. But that energy, it is emotional, it's dreamlike, it's our dreams and illusions. I think that this particular Mercury retrograde played a lot of tricks on our minds. I don't know about you. I know a lot of you have reached out to me about your dreams. I have been dreaming crazy dreams for the last couple of weeks. Especially people reached out to me about their leap day dreams because the veil is super thin right now. Pay attention to your dreams. Me in particular, I keep winding up at different parties and social celebrations where there's really great food and drink and we're dressed really nicely. That's what my dreams have been. And a lot of transportation, like going places in a car or a boat. So that's what my dreams have been, and they've been crazy, very prophetic, I think. So yeah, we'll be feeling relief soon. We will be opening up. Things are definitely going to start moving in March. You're definitely going to feel a surge of energy, the rush of energy. We have a yod pointing towards Leo next Friday when Mercury stations, getting ready to go direct. I'm going to caution aggression. We will be making decisions on that day, decisions for our future abundance and prosperity. My guides also said we need to put aside our self-righteousness and respect others' points of view. I can't speak during Mercury retrograde. Less judgmental. And then today it's 11 degrees in Pisces, which is integrity. And I wanted to talk about that because this past week was really difficult for me. I know, like, I had a major meltdown. Luckily, I have some really great friends that lifted me up and supported me. And my friends, like, because I don't reach out to people really and let them know that I need help. But a lot of my friends intuitively picked up on that and texted me or called me, and it was great. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And you all know who you are. But there were a lot of friends too, or acquaintances, I should say, people that were really grilling me and kind of putting me on the spot as to my actions and my words. And, you know, if you know me, if you've had readings with me, you know that I'm open, honest, transparent, and I believe I stand in my integrity. At least that's the way I describe it. So I look up the definition of integrity, and it's about being honest. standing by your own convictions, being whole as a human being, and being courageous enough to express that and be that without holding back. But here we have people that are, maybe they're not standing in their own integrity, so they have to judge other people. I don't know. I'm not going to look too far into that. And I'm trying to open up to a bigger perspective, which you'll see in the cards as one of our cards for the week. But it kind of like put me off a little bit. People judging and weighing my words. And I think a lot of it is the Mercury retrograde. Maybe what I'm saying isn't coming out right. Maybe the way it's being perceived isn't being heard correctly. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. But if you've all been going through something similar, I just feel like I've been really put on the spot by a lot of people and having to explain myself. And I don't like that, because I am who I am. I'm always trying to change and better myself, but at the core, I am who I am, and I let the world know, here I am, love it or leave it. So that was my soapbox, and let's move on. Definitely by the third week of March, we will be breaking free, and there'll be fires lit under our butts, and it's going to be a green light go. So the first card I'm going to show, I showed you the aquamarine, and I really think we need this. I was hoping I picked blue lace agate because I got a new piece of blue lace agate yesterday that is absolutely beautiful and unique. But you'll see that the next time that comes up. If you chose card number 1, the first card, and I think I'll post these tonight just so that they get out there. This is winter. And winter speaks about taking care of ourselves and doing what we need for ourselves. We only have a few more weeks of winter left. Spring will be coming March 20th or 21st. I think it's usually around the 21st. Doesn't say it on this calendar. That's crazy. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. Sun enters area. Oh, spring equinox. All right, so it's a little early, and I think that's because we did have a leap day. But take these next couple of weeks and do for yourself, do what you need. You see that? It says, take care of, I can't even say, take care of your needs. And I will go into a further explanation of that Sunday evening so that you could see. My cat picked this card, and she also picked the Shapeshifter card. I love the work on this. Now, the Shapeshifter, I'll go into more explanation about this. A lot of cultures speak about shapeshifters, men going into animal form, or men changing faces, or being able to go into animal form so that you can go and journey in the different realms, like beyond the different veils. But in this particular situation, the overarching word that I heard was transformation, and we're all going through a huge transformation. I think this is why Mercury retrograde was so painful for so many people, because we are going through some big shifts. Shapeshifter. We're trying to find out what our true form is going to be for probably the next decade. I would say at least the next 7 to 9 years, and then we'll go through. I mean, we're always shifting, we're always transforming, but this was a big one. So if Mercury retrograde lately has been really difficult for you, know that you've been going through a huge transformation. Now, the card that is coming out for Monday, it is Snake, and it talks about shedding your skin. And in shamanism, this is about, obviously shedding your skin, but it's about vulnerability, because the skin that's underneath of that harder exterior is soft and it's pink and it's new. And we could be a little fearful, lacking courage, because, vulnerability is tough. It's tough to put your everything out there, wondering how people will receive that, how you'll get that back. And we have to be strong and courageous so that we can be vulnerable, and what other people think and say about us doesn't matter. And I think that kind of goes with what I was talking about, people coming at me and asking me to explain my words and my actions, like silly, stupid stuff, really. Anyway, I think a lot of us, this is part of this transformation. We will be shedding our old, tough exterior and allowing ourselves to open up. This is the preparation phase. The next card that's coming up, it is the Warrior. And what the message that I heard for the Warrior was keep going. Just keep going. Keep moving forward. Don't turn around and look in the past. Whatever is in the past, we can't change. So no matter how much you drive yourself crazy trying to change something you said, did, or didn't do, you can't change it. So, it's okay to go there for a millisecond, but we have to keep moving forward. The Warrior speaks about that courageousness and standing strong, being strong, and standing in integrity as well, I believe. And then the card that will come in on Friday, this will be the Wednesday card, in case I didn't say that. The card that will be coming in on Friday, March the 6th, it is the Air Guardian. And she's just so pretty. So air is always about our thoughts, and it is about the way that we think. So she's asking for us to find a new perspective, to think of things differently. I wrote down that it's the lifting of Mercury retrograde, our thoughts coming back into balance, and we also need to find clarity on a lot of the issues that happened during that Mercury retrograde. Do we need to find clarity on those issues? I think if we find clarity within ourselves, this is not going to people and saying, why did you do this? Why did you say that? Rising above, seeing a bigger picture, knowing that the things that come at us are a mirror reflection of what it is that we're putting out. So if you're not liking what you're saying, if you're not liking what's showing up at your door, and this is huge for me too, you got to change it. I'm hoping for the nicer weather. Spring will be here in the northern hemisphere before we know it. Thank goodness. I need warmth. I need to get out into the sunshine because if you know me, if it isn't 80 degrees, it's winter. And so I think that's probably all I have for you. Now stay tuned, because I will be publishing your March tarot scopes for each sign. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe. Give me some thumbs up. Comment me. Tell me how you're feeling. How's this Mercury retrograde affecting you? I really have to do a big shout out. Thank you to everyone who has donated, who has supported, helped support my site. My domain, expressionsoftheuniverse.com, is up for re-registration, as is my the hosting website and everything. So those funds will really help, because it is not cheap to keep a website up and running. But I'm thankful and grateful for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Those are free platforms. But also I wrote Squirrel Animal Totem. blog the other day, so go check that out. Is there anything else? Oh, one big shout out. So I did open up a few dates for readings. A lot of people were asking. So you can purchase readings from me in 30-minute slots, up to 3 slots, which would be an hour and a half. And so you could order those through my website at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. And if you're looking for a face-to-face reading, if you're in the southeastern Pennsylvania area, I do readings a couple of times a month at Solutions for Daily Living in Newtown, Pennsylvania. They're at 126 North State Street in Newtown, PA. You should call them for an appointment, though, because the last couple of times I was there, I was completely booked, so I couldn't take any walk-in clients, which was great. So thank you if you came and got a reading. The readings have been amazing. Yeah, so I'm loving it. It's something that I don't normally do, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm meeting a lot of new people, and I'm meeting a lot of you that I otherwise wouldn't. So anyway, I think I'm going to end it there and start to publish the March tarot scopes for each sign, so stay tuned. All right. Relief is on the way. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.